Chip chip Chario. This champagne is bloody brilliant. Welcome to MaffmanJones Movie Reviews. I'm your host, John Maffio, and welcome to the Academy Awards special, MaffmanJones Review. Well, not review, reviews. I, believe it or not, did not get the chance to watch a lot of these Academy Award nominated films last year. So over the past few days, I've been watching a lot of them, and I still have more to catch up on, including American Sniper and Selma, but I'll be reviewing 4 movies that are nominated for Oscars in alphabetical order because ABCs are as easy as 1, 2, 3, including Boyhood, Foxcatcher, Imitation Game, and The Theory of Everything. Let's start off with Boyhood, directed by Richard Linklater, who also directed a film that you might know called School of Rock. This one stars Eller Coltrane, or Coltrane. I'd rather say Coltrane because, woo! The Coltrane, baby! Ethan Hawke and Patricia Arquette. The film is basically the story of this character, Mason, who at the beginning of the film is 5 years old, and at the end of the movie is 18. And literally, the film was shot over multiple years, many years. So you watch this kid start off very young and end going through all puberty and all that, which is actually kind of weird, ending going to college. Crazy movie. It's ambitious, it's wild, but is it worth the ride? I'll say it right off the bat, the film isn't for everybody. It's very long, it's almost 3 hours long, and it's not filled with bombastic Spielberg moments where like you're gonna be crying all the time, but it's just small nuances of life and small moments of life that everybody experiences. You watch this kid go through all these trials and tribulations as his mother meets new guys, he moves to new houses, has new families, does this, does that, and it's just moments. There's highs and lows, but it's not like very movie-like. It just feels like life. And it could be boring and monotonous to some people, but to me it was very interesting to watch this kid grow up. Because he was growing up in real life and through this movie too, and it must have been some kind of crazy surreal experience. The cinematography is okay, the script isn't spectacular or stellar, it's a decent script for a movie. If it wasn't filmed the way it was, the movie wouldn't have been that special. What makes the movie special is how it was filmed and how life is portrayed, basically, and I think it's very genuine and heartfelt. And if you can get through it from beginning to end, you're going to get something out of it. And there's no way you don't resonate with something in this movie. If you grew up, something in this movie happened to you at some point in your life. So even if you didn't like the movie, at least you could say that you could relate to it. It's a film that I definitely recommend. I wouldn't watch it after a first time, so it's a one and done, but it's definitely a solid film and it deserves to be nominated for Best Picture. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 for what it is. It's a darn good movie. Next, we have Foxcatcher, directed by Bennett Miller, who also directed Moneyball, which is one of my favorite movies of the last few years. This film is another sports movie concerning late 80s wrestling in the Olympics. Channing Tatum is the younger brother of the Schultz wrestling team. The older brother is played by Mark Ruffalo, and Channing Tatum is taking under the wing of John DuPont, a very wealthy man who's played by Steve Carell, who is very patriotic and he wants this country to have hope and life again. And he thinks that through success with Channing Tatum's character, that can be achieved. This was a film I was looking forward to very much because I heard a lot about it. I love the director. The cast is really unexpectedly cool. We got Steve Carell with a really serious role, Channing Tatum getting into more serious dramatic work too, and Mark Ruffalo is always good in everything dramatic. I can commend the actual movie. Like, it's filmed great, its acting is amazing, and the story is great. And as much as I was engaged from beginning to end, I was so locked onto the screen because I wanted to know what was going to happen, because you know that something tragic and terrible is coming. There's always foreboding and foreshadowing something bad on the horizon, but I overall was not too satisfied with Foxcatcher. The film is very slow, and the build-up is slow burning, but I just never got the full satisfaction out of what all that build-up led to. Upon reflection, I feel like this film can only be recommended to film fans, people who are interested in cinematography, people who are interested in seeing how films work, how acting could be changed from actors, and seeing all that perspective. But for a casual person who's just looking for a good movie to watch, anybody, not going to find too much enjoyment out of this movie. Just be prepared for for most of the movie. You're waiting for that moment where you're like, yeah, that was worth it, and it never came from me. I'm gonna say it's a full course Applebee's meal. It's a 3 out of 5 stars. If you're looking for entertainment, just go watch The Office, the first few seasons anyway. That DVD, stick it right in. That's what she said. Next up is The Imitation Game, starring Benedict Cumberbatch, the man of every woman's fantasies right now, who will also be Doctor Strange in a couple years. Pretty cool. This film takes place in World War II, yet another World War II dramatic film, with this guy, Alan Turing, who is trying to crack an enigma that will ultimately help end the war and save lives. But it takes a physical toll on the man, and he's also a homosexual, which in Britain is considered gross indecency and illegal, and shit would go down for that. So that's where the conflict comes from. This film is the one that feels most Oscar baity, because I wasn't compelled for the most part. The only thing that kept me going through this film from beginning to end was Benedict Cumberbatch's performance. He is fantastic. No, actually, you know what? The whole cast is fantastic. You have Mark Strong, Keira Knightley, the one guy who played Ozymandias in Watchmen, forgot his name, Matthew Good, I think. But they're all great. The story is and the plot, the pacing is everything just felt okay. It felt like a movie that I just had to watch, you know? It felt like work. And when a movie feels like work, never a good thing. Never a good thing, ever. It feels like a film that will disappear like a ghost with no friends. Casper the Friendly Ghost. Sorry, buddy. Stuck in the friend zone. It's just gonna dissipate. It's a good movie, but a good movie that nobody's gonna give a shit about in a couple months. It's a full course Applebee's meal. Honestly. And lastly, we have the quintessential Stephen Hawking film, The Theory of Everything, starring Eddie Redmayne and Felicity Jones. It's basically about his relationship with the love of his life, as well as how he deals with the progressing decay of his body, which ultimately led to the position where he is now, as you can see. The disease that he was diagnosed with, I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not going to, because I don't want to humiliate myself. But it's a really, really sad thing. But the film, in a way, makes it uplifting. Coincidentally, it is last, thank God for alphabetical order in this case, my favorite of the bunch of the 4 films, because it's, as much as it was sad to watch Stephen Hawking played brilliantly and amazingly by Eddie Redmayne just fall, it's very powerful, inspiring, and uplifting because of his attitude and his demeanor towards what was going on in his life. Also thanks to his partner, Felicity Jones, the character she plays, because she was such a strong woman for being with him for all that time. She could have left him the moment she found out what was going on with him, but she sticks with him the entire way. And you watch them, like, basically just go through life. The film is a very sweet, very genuine, and heartfelt encompassing of a majority of his life, the things he accomplished, and it's a really good love story. A genuine love story that made me cry like 5 flippin' times. I'm a sensitive and emotional person, but every movie that has made me cry ever has only made me cry once, or one scene or 2, but they were consecutive. This film, from beginning to end, consistently had moments, like, spliced, where I was watching and suddenly my eyes would just well up and I would just start tearing up. I had to take, like, 3 tissues. Like, that never happened to me ever before. This film was just a really sweet, a genuine story that even if it isn't totally true to events, no film is, everything is dramatized and exaggerated. The film did a really good job of just telling a really good story from beginning to end, and it was never a bore. It was always something to adore. But overall, Theory of Everything is the film out of all 4 of the films I just reviewed that surprised me the most, and I would definitely pick it up on Blu-ray and watch it countless times. This is the movie that really took me by storm. It's a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's mafadociously darn good. I highly recommend this one. That pretty much wraps up this Academy Award special reviews video. I hope you enjoyed these little brief reviews. Have you seen any of these movies? Let me know what you thought about all of them, or the ones you have seen in the comments down below. Let me know anything Oscars in the comments down below. Love talking to you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, and then subscribe to my channel, MaffmanJones, so you'll never miss a video from me ever again. Also, check out Facebook and Twitter in the info box. I tweet quite a lot. I'm John Maffio, aka MaffmanJones, and I'm so sincerely sorry for not seeing Black Hat or The Wedding Ringer. Those movies look so freaking good, man. I can't believe I missed out on them. See you guys next time. I think I need a new outro. Poop.